motherfucker. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.
Yo.
Yo.
What up?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
You know, same different day.
Yes. That's what's up, man. Yo, Matt, what's up, man? How you doing? Good?
I'm good. I live next to a golf course, so the connection gonna be a little weird, but we here.
Yo, first of all, man, listen, I really appreciate you coming on, man. It's a real big deal to me and everyone else. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. No problem.
You eating on some noodles?
Yeah, I got some spaghetti noodles and some ground, a little meal prep.
Oh yeah,
and everything's counted. Everything's counted.
Okay, you're taking it serious.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I know he's a tank. He's a tank nowadays. Listen, wow.
Facts.
Do you smoke before you go to the gym? There's no way.
No, I can't. No, nobody can go to the gym. But you know, I'm doing a lot of circuits and different stuff, just different things to stay in shape.
Before I even like get to talking, I want to let you know, I'm not like an interviewer media guy where I'm like, I'm not gonna be interviewing you trying to get like controversial shit from you and like fucking because that's not who I am. I'm protected too much and also it's just repetitive. I don't want to ask all these cliche questions. You know what I mean? I'd rather like you are just hanging out, you know?
Right. Do what you do. I'm with you.
Right.
Facts.
So, to me, it's crazy even that you know me in the first place, and you made that prediction blog with disaster, and you gave me props. You thought I was gonna lose, and I won. But either way, I was happy. You know?
Y'all take a lot, yo. Regardless, you know what I mean? When y'all be battle rapping and stuff, a lot of that stuff be real personal. You know what I mean? And y'all just swat some of that off like flies, but it'd be like that one thing that gets y'all, and y'all never let that shit go, boy. That's good though. That's good. That's good. That's good money. You're still one of my favorites, but at the end of the day, Ill Will over everybody.
Yeah, Ill Will.
Love Ill, man. Ill Will is dope, man. And I felt upset that I didn't include him in my my top 5 battle rappers. That's why I don't like answering on the spot questions like that, spontaneous. Because actually, I love the majority of y'all dudes, man. Like y'all all, if I could put anybody in top 10 that I think is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all is definitely top 10. There ain't enough room for all of y'all, but a lot of y'all is top 10.
I appreciate that, man. No, Shaq made a blog too. He made a blog. He said, "Yo, PatStay don't want to battle Shotgun Suge." He said, where I don't think Nation. So now Suge owes me. Suge owes me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Suge, yo, not speaking of Suge, that Geechee Gotti, Rum Nitty, Suge, and Twerk battle, that was kind of hard body, man. You know, I haven't been too excited about watching battles lately because a lot of it been, I don't know, just the energy is gone. Maybe it's because of the sign of the times or whatever, but the energy just wasn't the same. That brought it back for me, big time. Great freaking battle.
Oh, bro, when Twerk dunked over what's his name? Jumped over Suge.
Word.
Oh.
What was that? I tell you, but you know what though? That showmanship right there is gonna live forever. That's how you gonna last in the game, man. Showmanship, man. Yeah. I mean, a lot of y'all lyricists and got the words and shit, but and you can attest to this, there's a lot of dudes out there that lyrically they dangerous, but it be their performance that just don't hit. They not punching the words right or whatever it is, they just don't hit. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a huge thing in battle rap. Like, you could be the best writer in the world. Like, how many people you know are great writers, great lyricists, not even in battle rap, just in general, but they can't do a song. They don't got style. They can't, perform it. Huge in battle rap.
They could have the dopest song. You go see them in concert, it's like, damn. Anybody else feel robbed right now? Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes, like, especially with true artists, sometimes they gotta sit still and just treat it like it's MTV Unplugged. You know what I mean? Because it's not about movement for them. It's about getting their point across. Real cerebral shit.
Yeah, I guess there's people like that. Like, I actually never seen Nas live, but I heard that he doesn't move around so much, but he's such a captivating character that like he doesn't really have to.
Well, he don't have to because Nas got hits. That helps. That helps a lot. But in those first beginning stages, and you're doing showcases and things like that for your label or whatever, you know, your own label, who knows, you see a lot. You know what I mean? You can be in the studio with an artist for 6 months straight, recording the hottest songs ever. Never seen them perform. Put them up in front of an audience, and it's like, oh, we may have to work. We might have to work on this.
Yo, who's the craziest performer you ever seen? Like, period. Like, don't have to be a big star.
Hands down, nobody touches Blastmaster KRS-One.
Okay.
Like, to this day, Chris, he's just a consummate performer, you know. But got to put myself in Redman in there, Busta Rhymes, Kendrick. It's a lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes, you know, Lil Wayne turned up at his shows. I had a good time at one of his joints. But what I noticed is a lot of 90s hip hop acts are getting booked a lot. And a lot of these like 90s, we taking it back to the 90s concerts and all that. I mean, it's all good for us because, you know, we get some money off that. But at the end of the day, I think it speaks volumes to what people are missing as far as the game goes, you know? Take notes, youngins. I'm telling you, there's a well of sales and what do you call it? I can't even pick the word right now, but yeah, it's a lot of it there, and y'all ain't even tapping into it. You need to talk to these legends now, learn what they know before they go on, and take all that information with them.
Word. I'm trying to do that, man. You know what I mean? Big Daddy Kane just shouted me out the other day, and that was crazy. The fact that he even knows me, so I'm trying to get him on the live too, man. That's insane to me. You gotta understand. I'm from Canada, man. Like, it's even crazy that any of these guys know me. So when I reach out to people and they're like, "Man, I'm a fan. Like, I love your shit," it's crazy to me. I'm not from New York or LA or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Point. Facts. Yeah, I mean, it's a real kick in the head, man. And you know, I love Kane because Kane actually came to Staten Island and performed. A lot of artists didn't do that. But, you know, props is props. And especially with lyricists, we love lyricists. It don't matter. I mean, you can call it fanboying or whatever you want to call it. I call it respect. And we not afraid to give it up, especially dudes from my era, because when we came in, even though some of the older school dudes was like, you know, kind of shutting us down, you know, these dudes don't know how to perform and all that, we still showed them love and gave them their props. You know what I mean? So that era right there, we have no problem bigging y'all up, man. And if you dope, period. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your roses while you can still smell them.
Yeah. Now that's a good thing, man. I think it's super important. Not many people of your stature would do what you do, man. So you're appreciated for that, man. I don't bullshit, man. I came up, you know, studying you so much. I even tried dressing like y'all sometimes, like Wu-Tang or even like DMX. Even just the other day, yo, I had this old like these old overalls on, and I tried to like rock the old overalls, but it don't work with me. I look like fucking Andre the Giant.
Yeah, you got see your top body too big, man. You got to be like Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? To wear that type of stuff. Facts.
Yo, I don't know if it was the Big Show or Andre the Giant, but I looked like I was gonna choke slam someone. I didn't look good.
I have a question though. You still do KOTD? You and Trav still good, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this transition to URL, this was like a I don't know, because you know, on the outside looking in, even though I know better, it seems like there's an unfriendly competition going on. You know, every now and then you hear, you know, the originators and things of this, and you know, little shots going back and forth and things of that nature. But it's good to see someone that was a staple at KOTD growing over and going over to URL. You know, that's like, you already know what it is, Pat. You dealt with that crowd, bro. You know what that crowd is, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, see Travis with me, I'm big on, you know, friendship and loyalty, and he's done a lot for me. He's just a good person, so I'll
Great
always
dude.
fuck.
Great
He's a
dude.
great guy. So I'll always fuck with King of the Dot. I'll be battling this year, I'm sure, hopefully, if you know, when everything clears up. And I don't choose sides. It is what it is. Like, it's King of the Dot all day, and URL and whoever, man. I'm just a battle rapper and also, but also a loyal friend, and
Yeah.
organic is that as well.
It shows. It shows. It shows. And you can tell that you got a genuine love for it. You know what I mean? But you starting to put on a show now, brother. Getting clean on you, walking up in there with your blase, talking to them. You know what I mean? You know exactly, like, somebody that can adapt to their environment is always going to eat. Always.
Right. Yeah. No. You know, for years they were saying, yeah, Pat's good on King of the Dot, but he could never cross over to URL. I bet he won't go over there with them jokes, etc., etc. What I do, I came over, I'm just smoking everyone. You know what I mean? Because I'm just totally being myself.
I never felt that way. I never felt that way.
Right.
There are a few URL artists that let's put it this way, they enunciate too goddamn well. All right, let's just say that. They enunciate too well and shit. So I could see like that wouldn't transfer over into a URL kind of audience. But there are a few of you guys that, you know, and I mean, some of the URL artists come over there, you know, Chilla Jones, I'm looking at you, you know, and it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I just like to see all the leagues working together. When it comes to monies type stuff, I get it. But when it comes to furthering the coach, I would love to see guys working more and more together. You know what I'm saying? Make it into a big event. I know y'all about to do like some KOTD URL Olympics. You know, artists against artists, put your lists up and get it cracking. Y'all need to do that now for live. You know the kind of views y'all would get? Oh my God. You know?
No, that's
and not even
that's
the new cats. I mean, some of the new cats can come through, but I would love to just see some of the guys from that era, you know, that was really going heavy and hard before the money really got involved like that. You know what I'm saying? It was coming out there for the love of it.
Yo, speaking of battle rappers, and like, we don't have to like, I want to know, like, from the industry, other than KRS-One, who was the best battle rapper that you knew, period? Like, on the road, like someone that would just always have battle verses on deck and just ready to battle whoever.
Damn.
That's it. I know that's a question.
Yeah, I got to really think about that. Like, because when we first came out, we used to have to battle everybody. When you would, because we had to do in-stores, we had to go meet the audience. You know, they had access to us where they're right there in front of your face. And somebody said freestyle, you had to freestyle. You know what I mean? At that point in time. Now, who would I say, as far as what, battling or battle rappers, or just somebody that just battle, period?
No, rappers like that you came up with, like, you know, like when you you know, someone
hands down, LL Cool J. LL never had it, never will. He don't play that shit at all. LL do not play that shit. Kumo D, Cannabis, Ice-T, the list goes on. He just went in, Hammer, you know what I mean? LL don't give a fuck. And still to this day, he'll smoke a lot of these rappers nowadays, you know what I mean? I'm an LL kid, though, so I'm a little biased.
You know who I think would be a really good battle rapper, man? And of course, you as well, 100%. Because I seen you go. I see you go back side to side with Black Thought. That says a lot. Not many people are doing that shit, straight up, you know? But I think Redman will be a great battle rapper.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it, though. Red got too much love in his heart for people. I don't see him speaking ill about anybody, but yeah, he'd be dope at it. Fuck yeah, he'd be dope at it.
Yeah, because he got the charisma, he got the rhymes, he got the, voice projection, he got the performance. I think that, like,
and he's funny as fuck.
Funny as fuck.
Hilarious.
I was gonna ask you that too, bro. Like, who is the funniest rapper you know? Redman?
There's a few of them.
Yeah.
The funniest rappers is the ones that don't know they're funny. They're hilarious and shit. But Scarface always been funny to me. Scarface is hilarious. He'll keep you laughing all fucking day. Keep you laughing all day.
I would have never guessed.
Real nigga shit. Scarface is hilarious. Biggie was a funny nigga too. Biggie used to keep me laughing all the time too and shit. Very funny. Word.
I can see that. Yo,
I couldn't mention Doc. Doc is, just hang out with him one day. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hilarious. It's like living in a sitcom in real reality. Yeah.
like I picture you two like in the early days or even recent or whatever, but especially early days, just trolling the fuck out of people, just going around being fucking, just being wild and being hilarious and fucking with people.
Yeah, yeah, but it gets to a point where people don't know if you're serious or being mean or, you know, telling the joke at their expense. So it's a real thin line in between that shit. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
but I think that's part of the appeal of me and Red, why people love us, you know, accessible.
Yeah, yeah. Man, listen, my favorite album that you were ever on, personally, that you ever did, is Blackout, and I wanted to know because you know I wanted to know what album did you have the most fun doing, because I feel like Blackout, like how could it, like just the chemistry, the back and forth, even the beats, it just seemed like how couldn't you have fun at doing that project? You know what I mean?
I've never had fun making an album because it was always the time in between time was always whenever I was done doing one project, I'm back in the studio doing another because I had Wu-Tang obligations, solo obligations, myself and Redman obligations. So it was one after the other, after the other, after the other. When my career slowed down is when it became enjoyable. I'll say my Meth Lab 1 and Meth Lab 2 albums, those were the most enjoyable because I wasn't pressed. I had time to write and really collect my thoughts, edit over certain songs I wanted to get done. No clocks whatsoever. And that had me so relaxed that I think I did some of my best work on those albums lyrically.
You know, I never even considered that. I never even think of I never think of that. Like, cause you know, and that's true. You had so much on your plate.
Redman smoked me on that Blackout album. Don't give me
no, he
fuck.
did
If
not.
nobody say he
No,
smoked me on
man,
that
listen,
shit.
no, he
Doc
did
is all
not.
over that shit.
No, no, no. Listen, I don't lie, bro. I wish I could lie. I wish I could lie. I don't lie. Even if I thought he did, I would tell you because I'm a real dude. You know what I mean? But
Real
no,
talk.
he did not. No, he did not.
I appreciate it.
But yo, but he killed it too. I think you guys back to, and I would listen to everything back to back. Serial Killer, you, like all this shit. There's no way he smoked you on any of them. Period.
We just got
in my opinion.
We definitely do.
Crazy chemistry. That back to back, man. Every beat, man. Yo, why was Rockwilder so short, man? Was that strategic? Like, yo, they only play a certain amount of time in the club?
Doc didn't like the song.
What?
Doc didn't like the beat. You have to understand, him and Rockwilder came up A1 from day one. So it's like me sitting in a session with RZA. Other people from the outside hear the beat and be like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. But I'll sit there and be like, you've done that before. I've heard that before. Let's move on. That's pretty much how Doc approached it. Not saying that the beat ain't dope, but he wasn't feeling it because he knew what Rockwilder was capable of. But he was wrong in that situation because right after that, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Jay-Z came out with Put Your Hands Up. Tell me that wasn't a straight Rockwilder rip. Come on, bro. But he was known for that. He used to do that a lot. Jay used to do that a lot, which is smart because you capitalize on the movement while it's moving. You know what I mean? And nobody really owned anything. It was an East Coast thing. So it was more or less like it's accepted because Jay did it.
Right. No, it is smart to do that. Like, you know, I think I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like around the same time, that Nintendo style beat was like popular. Was Lil Mo Superwoman out at that time and like Lil Flip Game Over?
That came out before.
No? Okay.
I think that came out before.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, isn't that's funny how it works. Yeah, I didn't really like the song. Put It Out, the Rockwilder, biggest fucking song. Ain't that how it works? Fuck.
Facts. I think his biggest record though was the Christina Aguilera record, 30.
Well, yeah.
That's a pretty big record right there. When you get a royalty check of $250,000 and all you did was a verse on that motherfucker, yeah, that's a pretty big fucking record. I didn't tell his business. Shit, they ain't say that was Rock that got that shit.
That's crazy. I'm so glad they picked him for that beat, but for that song, it was so random to me. I was like, oh, you're picking Red. Like, how is Redman on it? Not that he wasn't big enough because he was, but it's just a random choice. But boy, did he smash that beat, man. Boy, did he kill that.
But that's how Doc approaches everything. Like, that's a consummate MC right there who started out as a DJ. He's just dope, man. I can't say too much because that's my dude right there. I'm gonna be biased regardless. But yeah, Doc is just, it is what it is. People know it. People that know him know it.
Oh, he's amazing, bro. He's amazing, bro. He's unreal amazing, man. I know you watch battle rap, and that's so dope. I want to ask you, and I'm not asking this for like a controversial question, because like I said, I just wanted to chop it up like homies. Like, I don't give a fuck about clickbait and shit. But what did you think? What do you think of these Cassidy battles, man? You know what I mean? Shouts to Cassidy, it is what it is. But what do you think?
That's a sensitive subject, so I'm gonna just
Okay.
leave
What's
that.
up, man?
I love cats, though. I love cats.
Yeah. I would never expect, and I wouldn't even want you to be like, "Ah, that shit was trash." See, me, I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm a huge Cass fan, so I don't like to put people down. But I hope he continues to do it and studies the culture and comes back strong. You know what I mean?
You make some records, Cass. That's all. See where the love really at. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your audience. That's all.
Nah, it's true, man. Because Cannabis battled, Joe Budden battled, all kinds of people battled.
That Cannabis battle, though, that was, I don't think Cannabis was, he knew what he was getting into. Like, I don't think he did the research about battle rap at that point in time, because he would have never pulled that book out. He just would have choked and left it alone. He would have never pulled that book out, regardless to who he is or what his name is or how that works. You know what I mean? That was brutal to watch. Diz was great, though.
Well, that's Diz. I never understood why people want to come in and battle Diz first. Like, Diz, you want to come in and battle Disaster first, bro? Like, wow. But
regardless
I mean,
of what people think about him, the boy's a wordsmith, period. Regardless of what you feel about him or how you feel about him, that boy, he bad. He bad.
Who, Disaster or Cannabis?
Diz is bad.
Oh, my God.
On that mic.
He's
for real. I like that shit that he did with Il Mac. Mustard and ketchup.
Oh, man.
Mustard and ketchup. Facts.
Hilarious. Oh, man, that's brilliant. That's creative and brilliant. I thought it was amazing. I hope they keep doing that shit.
Yeah, but that's because Il Mac is just a smart dude. You could tell he's smart. He's one of those dudes that enunciates well. But he dope. Don't get me wrong. That's not a slight or
no.
He's dope. Don't get me. Il Mac is dope.
Very dope. I'm a huge Il Mac fan. He's super dope. Out of the industry, man, who do you think, like, who would be the best battle rappers, period? Like, who would be the best? If we had to think of battle rappers right now, if you could put them on the stage, like everyone says, like Eminem or whatever.
Yeah, of course, because he comes from that. I would say Jadakiss. I mean, the whole Locks crew, air dudes, fuck out. They can take on a lot of dudes. My whole team, they love shit like that. We was talking about that not too long ago anyway. Who gonna fuck with us and shit? I was like, shit, I'll take everybody by myself. Get through me first, then they can get to y'all. Shit, it's a lot, but it's a lot of dudes. Andre 3000, I would love to see Andre 3000 like tear somebody apart and come from, you know what I mean? Because this dude is, you know how he thinks. His mind is like, can't even put a word on that shit. You know what I mean? West Coast, I would say Game spit that. Who else would be a battle? Ice Cube. I mean, Cube spit. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Damn. Because there's a lot of new cats out there right now. I'm just gonna stick with the ones that's from that lyrical kind of era. That's a lot of dudes down south. I think T.I. would be dope in the battle and shit. All you got to do is use them $100 words and shit. Plus, we got the same first name.
Yo.
But yeah. I'm not saying go out and book these niggas, man. I'm just saying, in my opinion.
Yeah. Let me chuck some names out. This is just random. I didn't plan none of this. I just want to.
Oh, Button, Joey. But he already did it, right? Joe Button already.
Oh yeah, Joe Button. Yeah, I think Joe would be great if next time he stuck to classic Joe. Sometimes when people enter battle rapper shit, they're like, well, I got to do all these schemes and different
because Joe's familiar with the world. That's why. Yeah.
See, now when he came in there, he's like, yo, he goes, here I go again, making another bitch famous. Like that's all he had to do was speak some real shit. He didn't have to scheme out or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right, right. He still did well for himself, though. No.
Oh, yeah.
But Joel Ortiz, what you think?
Joel Ortiz would kill it, man. He would kill it. He'd do great, bro. He'd kill it. I called him last weekend. I did. Well, in a friendly way, because I seen a video. He said he would beat any battle rapper, so I just kind of like I chucked it back out there. But all of the love, you know what I mean? I'm a huge Joe Budden fan.
Hold him to his word. Hold him to his word. You know, somebody just because I would love. I'll pay to see Joel Ortiz battle. Facts, but he got to battle like 3 niggas. You know what I mean? In 3 days. 3 niggas in 3 days. You know what I mean? Saying some shit like that. Why not? He said he fucking everybody up, right?
Hey, I felt the way. Is if you could just walk through. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh no.
I'm not gonna be that easy. Hell no. No.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God, a whole different world, man. No, I'm gonna chuck some things out there, man, and let's just go at it. This is random, but let's say. Okay, so Busy Bone just made a video calling out battle rappers. He wants to battle. Let's put up Busy Bone versus Corrupt. Who wins?
Oh wow. 2 totally different styles. It would be debatable.
You think so?
2 different styles, yeah. Because you got people that show up for Corrupt. And you got people that show up for Busy. If you get into the meats and potatoes of Busy's rhymes and shit, in that crew, he was, you know what I mean? He was a lot more spiritual and more in depth if you really, really paid attention and shit. But honestly, in a battle, no, that's not Busy's line of work right there. Corrupt probably, Corrupt will get him. I think the first round would be a debatable. Second, third, Corrupt will turn up on him, I think.
Just biting at him. He Corrupt's a beast, man. You know what I mean? You have to drag him back by a collar of his shirt. He would just be eating him, man. Corrupt.
Honestly, I'm just trying not to shit on Busy at all.
Of course. Listen, I love Busy Bone. I love Corrupt too. I'll never shit on any artist. That's not what I do, man. I'm a huge Bone fan. Pause. I'm a huge Corrupt fan. Dog Pound is actually one of my favorite groups of all time, man. So,
yes, sir.
I love.
All right, who else? What else you got?
All right, let's chuck random ones out there. Let's go. Fucking Lil Kim versus Rage.
Lil Kim versus who?
Rage.
Oh shit. Rage a pure lyricist though. Rage could fuck up some dudes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Lil Mama Queen B, that's the homie and shit. But this ain't no homie type of thing. It's like honest, right? I think Lil Kim would stun the shit out of Rage. I don't know, because I love Robin too, man. You know what? Let's just say Lil Kim for now, because East Coast. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good one though. Rage is a lyricist though.
Big time. You know, if you're doing shit like that, you gotta throw in the Raw Digger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because Digger still fuck some chicks up in this game.
Yeah, Rod Digger versus Remy. Who wins?
Oh damn! No, don't do that. I would love to see that battle though. I would love to see that battle and shit. I don't think Remy would do it. You know, Remy already made her bones against Lady Luck. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I would love to see that battle though. I don't know who would win though. I can't even put a finger on that one.
I'm chucking random ones out there. Let's say Fat Joe versus Tretch.
Fat Joe versus Tretch. Two totally different styles. I'm gonna go with Fat Joe though. Even though Tretch is, you know what I mean, that's my youth right there. You know what I'm saying? I remember everybody wanted their hair like Tretch, rhyme like Tretch, all that shit. So yeah, but I gotta go with Fat Joe. Terror Squad.
You know what? That surprises me. You know, the first CD I ever bought was a Terror Squad album. The first tape I ever bought was Foo Schnickens. Yeah, I mean, I go back like that, but Terror Squad album was so crazy, man. Back to back. Everyone there could really rap. You know what I mean?
Really rap. Cuban Link, Pun, Remy, Joe, a few others. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Real dope.
Back to back. Every verse, like no one was not a spitter on that shit.
Yeah, man. Cause I could hear a pun in there right now and shit when niggas was putting their verses on them records like, nah, that's not gonna do it, Bana.
Yeah.
Papa, that's not gonna rock right there, Papa. No. That shit is weak, Pop.
Straight up. Yo, the
Word.
album, the first song was called In for Life, and it had this creepy ass piano sample. I was like, oh man, like, damn. I bought it. I bought it the same day.
Somebody said DMX verse 50 Cent.
Ooh!
Somebody said X verse 50 Cent.
X.
Hey.
X.
Everybody gonna say X. I'm gonna say X too. Everybody gonna say X and shit. And a lot of it is because they don't like 50. But I love 50. I love what 50 did for the game.
I love 50. 50. So when I bought Terror Squad, I also bought Flesh of My Flesh, or Dark Hell, Hell Inside, or one or the other. And man, like it was the same day I bought them. But yeah, DMX, like my top
was
five.
putting out albums every 10 days and shit.
My top five of all time is Tupac, DMX, you, Trey D, and I always give a back and forth between Snoop, but I'll leave Snoop there because I can't leave Snoop out. You know what I mean? I have a different.
I got you. But for me, I'm glad you mentioned Trey D because Trey D is one of those dudes that cadence. His fucking cadence, he used to ride the shit out that beat, and with that Cali twang he got. Love KD verses, man. Shout out Goldie Loc too. Another bad one. East Side Up.
East Side Up. Bro, man, Deuces and Trays was a crazy album, man. Like, crazy.
And that was when you actually had to buy CDs, you know what I'm saying? And you would just pop it in the car. I guess you was taking a long road trip or whatever and shit. And really had to, ride with this music, vibe with it. It wasn't no Spotify or anything like that. Nothing against that. SoundCloud, nothing against that. But when you can just listen to a whole album, no filler, from beginning to end, Doggy Style did that for me. Snoop's first album. Lord have mercy, right? It's dark and hell is hot. Come on, man. There's a few of them out there. The Shining, Smith and Wesson. We used to listen to that religiously, man, Redman, from beginning to end. That album still bump. You know what I'm saying? Nas, Illmatic, the first one. Kill it. But when you can do that, I mean, yeah, you're going to be known as one of the greats, especially if you get a five mic album. I've never gotten one, but in the streets I'm 5 mics, so fuck that.
Oh my God, yeah. I think maybe the reason why I love Trey D and you so I don't think that your guys, especially you guys' like flow and voice is almost similar. It's like raspy, low. It's kind of like it's dirty. You know what I mean? It's dope. Trey D is.
It's how you ride that beat.
Yeah, man. You know what's weird? My favorite album of all time? You would never guess. South Central Cartel, South Central Madness.
Oh, Havoc and Prodigy.
Havoc and Prodigy.
I know my hip-hop history. I know a lot of shit, boy. Plus, I knew them boys. I met them boys before. Very cool. Real cool.
Yeah, man.
Wow, this nigga says SC.
Yeah,
South Central Cartel. What a dope.
Nah, yeah, man. That's the shit I like.
Education. Canada was getting that music, man.
My father was a bass player. He was all into the funk, right? When I grew up, he was playing funk in the basement. So the West Coast was big on me. So Dog Pound, DJ Quick is my favorite all-around artist of all time because he's a great producer and all that shit. You know what I mean? So
Quick is an icon.
Oh, dude, he's like a Dr. Dre to me. You know what I mean? Like he's
I'm surprised
unreal.
they ain't did an unsung on him yet. We need to pine for that. DJ Quick needs an unsung.
Yo, I was trying to say, these producer battles. I was trying to say, man, they need to do a DJ Quick versus I think I had said Battle Cat. You know what I mean?
Wow. Cat got he got a huge catalog. I don't know if it's as big as Quick's, but yeah, that's a dope battle. That's a dope battle.
It's not as big as like these new ones going on. What's going on with the Jizza and
RZA and Premier?
RZA, yeah, it was RZA, my bad. RZA and Premier.
I have no idea. I haven't been tuning into none of that stuff they've been doing on the social media stuff, man. I've been trying to stay away from it. I don't want to get what do they call it? Mushy brains. Being plugged into all this shit, you start to turn into that shit. And in my opinion, your brain get mushy, and it's too much. So I try my best to keep my mind occupied with other things, like video games and weed.
Yo, I know you don't still go to a public gym right now. Are they even open?
No. Right now, I'm doing we do circuits. I want to give away, like I have a little spot that I can go to. And I can pretty much get a full workout, just not as far as strength, because the weights only go up so far.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I haven't missed a step as far as my workouts go. I'm good. I'll be summer ready.
I try to go for a walk at least once a day just to get out. You know what I mean? Like whether I'm exercising or not, just something. You know what I mean? Walk around some water or just walk in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody should at least stretch their legs a little bit. Don't stay too much in the house, but if you go outside, don't stay out there too long. And 6 feet. 6 feet, bitches.
Yo, did you meet Nate Dogg, man? And if so, who in the world is cooler than Nate Dogg? Who was?
Nate is cool. I mean, we talking about Nate Dogg. I don't think there was none cooler. Yeah, I met Nate on a few occasions because I was tight with Snoop. You know what I mean? And 213 was him, Warren G, and Snoop. So Nate was always cool. Nate was exactly who Nate was. Bottom line, if you seen that, I forgot what documentary it was and shit, when he clunked somebody over the head with that goddamn. I was there. I seen the shit.
I seen you. I saw you.
And it was like, in the heat of the moment, you just watching to see who's gonna be a back down nigga and who really living that shit. Nate was the real one. He living that shit. Facts.
It happens to be the singing guy that's really about it, eh? Well, I'm not saying the other ones.
Shit, somebody fuck with Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge will whoop your ass. I go back even further. Fuck with the barge. They will bust your motherfucking ass. The barges, they'll jump you, nigga.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it, you think I'm kidding? Anybody got heads up on Jagged Edge? Let this man know, please. Jagged Edge will fuck you up. They'll play that shit.
That's crazy. See, that's my fault. You can't underestimate these guys. See, I never underestimate Nate Dogg, but when Redman was telling that story about who was it, MC Hammer, I was like, I believed it because I heard it from numerous people. You know what I mean? But you'd never guess.
Yeah, facts. Bust your ass. Yeah, Bobby Brown beat a nigga up back in the day and shit. He was R&B, right?
I heard Brian McKnight will rob you in the middle of the street.
I don't know about that, but I know that motherfucker can dunk. He big on. He ball. Pretty boy can ball, boy. Fact.
He ball.
Yeah, he ball. Big time back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, nice on the court. Nice on the court. There's a few dudes in the business that are nice from sports or have a talent that people don't know that they have. Like myself, for instance, my talent is I speak fluent bullshit. I can get a PhD. No, I'm playing. I don't actually have no hidden talents. All my shit is on display, but there are a few. Like Redman plays the drums. Like
wow.
Plays like play the drums. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like shit, Quavo. That dude, he football and basketball. You know what I mean? Like he was ranked as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just there's a lot of people that had other options outside of hip hop. Yes, sir.
Meth, who's your top 5, dead or alive? Everyone needs to know that.
Shit, man. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I hate doing these shits, but I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I know, man.
Ready?
But
Yeah. Ready? Dylan, and Dylan. Dylan, spit hot fire. He spit hot fire. Never again. I will never do them lists again. No. I'll be running into some of these people too, man. And I'll be like, damn, I can't believe I forgot your name. Well, what's good?
Hey, we don't even have to talk rap. Who is your favorite? Fuck it, we'll switch it right up random. Who is your favorite player in Mortal Kombat classic version?
That would have to been Shang Tsung. What's his name? Shang Tsung.
Your soul is mine. Your soul is mine. Yeah. Fuck, he was ugly.
Soul is mine.
He was ugly.
He do all of them because he do everybody. Always. In the movie, hands down, it was Scorpion.
Get over it.
Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat. Get over here. Love that.
If I could have one move, it might be get over here. Or
Get
maybe
over here, right?
or maybe like Liu Kang, you know what I mean? My girl's talking shit, you know what I mean? I walk away, she's like, yeah, you know what? She's like, and that's why you're just like your father. I'd be like, oh yeah? Bicycle the fucking wall.
Oh, that's domestic. Can't be doing that shit.
I'm playing.
All right, scratch that. We're gonna scratch that one.
All right,
People
I'll
get
switch
trouble
it.
for that shit. Yeah.
I'll switch it. I'm Goro. I got 4 arms. I'm a nice guy. I help women carry their groceries. 4 women
That's
at once.
dope. There you go. There you go.
You need a hand? I got you. Yeah, I got you. Look.
Goro is dope too. There's some chicks out there got that Goro hairdo. Same hairline and all that shit. Facts. Nah, I'm just a little edge deprived. That's all. I'm just a little edge deprived. I'm just playing. I'm just serious.
Nah, I never kicked my girlfriend. For anyone that knows, I never kicked my girlfriend. For anyone watching, I never kicked my girlfriend.
Shit. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, man. Listen, I was gonna get into other topics, random ones, but I appreciate you coming, man. I want to leave it at that because I really, really appreciate your time. I really do. I'm glad that we just kicked it like that. I told you what I wanted to do. I didn't want to ask you all kinds of questions and typical ones. So tell me how it felt to be fucking blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I just wanted to kick it. Man.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that from you anyway and shit. Pretty cool, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brazil. They keep hopping in here. I love Brazil. Love Brazil.
You like Brazilian women?
No, I'm married. She's sitting right back there, too. She heard everything you just said.
Come on.
My wife just heard you. My wife just heard you.
My bad.
Yeah. No, I like her. I don't fuck
That's
with
right.
Brazilian women. I like her.
Shout out to your wife, man. Shout out to your kids. Shout out to your son. I know you.
Yo, respect, PatStay. Still one of the greats, bro. For real, man.
I appreciate you, man. I'm going to press the X here because sometimes if you press X, then I can't save it. But much love, man. Method Man. The craziest fan. Much love. I appreciate you too much, man.
All right, brother. Anytime. Let me know if there's anything else you need done. All right?
Peace, man. What a guy, man. Just regular conversation. Everyone wanted me to ask all this shit, like, how did it feel to be in How High or all this other shit? I just wanted to chop it up with him. This is how I look at it, man. I always used to ask the question, what celebrity would you want to hang with if you had a chance to hang with him? And he was one of them. And if I was to hang with him, I wouldn't be interrogating him with fucking clickbait questions. I would just be kicking it like this. Yo, who's your fucking favorite Mortal Kombat character? Who is this? Who is this? Regular shit, you know what I mean? So that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace, man. Much love.